The arena pulses with electric anticipation, the crowd roaring like a living beast as the lights dim and the spotlight hits the ring. It's December 18th, 2021, in Tampa, Florida, and the stage is set for a clash that has the combat sports world buzzing. Jake Paul, the brash YouTube star turned boxing phenom, strides out with unshakable confidence, his eyes locked on the prize. Across from him, Tyron Woodley, the former UFC champion, exudes a quiet intensity, his muscles coiled, ready to prove he's more than a match for the upstart. This isn't just a fight, it's a spectacle, a rematch born from their razor close. First bout, where Paul edged out a split decision. Tonight, Woodley's hunting redemption, and Paul's out to silence his doubters with a statement. The bell rings and the world holds its breath. The opening round explodes with action. Paul, with his lanky frame and polished footwork, circles the ring, flicking out jabs like a whip. His hands are quick, his stance wide, every move calculated, to keep Woodley at bay. But Woodley, compact and powerful, isn't here to dance. He stalks forward, his knee-honed instincts kicking in, absorbing Paul's jabs while looking for an opening to land a bomb. The crowd roars as Woodley fires a heavy right hand that grazes Paul's chin, a warning shot that says he's not here. To play, Paul responds with a crisp 1-2, snapping Woodley's head back. It's a chess match with fists, both men testing the waters, feeling out the rhythm of the fight. The arena vibrates with every exchange, fans on their feet, knowing. This could end at any moment. As the second round begins, the intensity ramps up. Paul, ever the showman, taunts Woodley, dropping his hands and daring him to swing. It's a risky move, but it's classic Jake Paul, part strategy, part psychological warfare. Woodley doesn't bite, staying disciplined, his eyes locked on. Paul like a predator. He lunges with a looping left hook, catching Paul off guard and forcing him to reset. The crowd erupts, sensing Woodley's power could change the fight in an instant. Paul, though, is unfazed, using his reach to pepper Woodley with jabs, keeping the shorter fighter at a distance. Sweat starts to glisten on both men, the physical toll already showing. The round ends with a flurry, Paul landing a sharp uppercut, and Woodley firing back with a body shot that draws a wince. It's neck and neck, and the tension is palpable. Round 3 feels like a turning point. Woodley, known for his explosive bursts in the UFC, starts to find his range. He slips a jab and counters with a vicious right hand that lands flush on Paul's jaw. The crowd gasps, but Paul's chin holds up, a testament to his underrated durability. He fires back with a combination, a left hook followed by a straight right, both shots snapping Woodley's head back. The exchanges are ferocious now, each man digging deep. Woodley's power is undeniable, but Paul's speed and volume are keeping him in the game. The round ends with both fighters trading blows in the center of the ring, neither willing to give an inch. Fans are screaming, phones out, capturing every second of this war. By round 4. The pace is relentless. Paul's confidence is growing, his punches sharper, his footwork slicker. He's starting to control the ring, cutting angles, and forcing Woodley to chase him. But Woodley's no rookie, he's been in deeper waters than this. He lands a stinging body shot that slows Paul's movement, a reminder of his fight-ending power. Paul grimaces but keeps firing, his jab a constant weapon, reddening Woodley's face. The crowd split, some chanting, "Jake, Jake," while others roar for Woodley to turn the tide. The round ends with a heated exchange, both men landing clean shots, their faces showing the strain of this grueling battle. Round 5 is where fatigue starts to creep in. Paul's footwork isn't as crisp, his punches a touch slower, but his heart is undeniable. He digs deep, landing a 3-punch combo that pushes Woodley back. Woodley, though, is a warrior, absorbing the shots and firing back with a thunderous overhand right that just misses. The near miss sends a ripple through the crowd. Everyone knows one clean hit from Woodley could end it. Paul senses the danger and tightens his guard, focusing on movement to avoid getting caught. The round closes with both men clinching, their breaths heavy, their bodies slick with sweat. It's anyone's fight, and the arena is electric with anticipation. Then comes round 6, the moment that will define this fight. Paul, sensing the need for a statement, starts strong, landing a series of jabs to set up his power shots. Woodley, determined to turn the tide, presses forward, looking for that one big punch. The crowd's on edge, sensing something massive is coming. Halfway through the round, it happens. Paul feints a jab, steps to the side, and unleashes a monstrous overhand right. The punch lands like a sledgehammer on Woodley's chin. Time slows as Woodley's legs buckle, his body crumpling to the canvas in a heap. The arena explodes, a deafening roar shaking the rafters. Paul leaps onto the rope, pounding his chest, while Woodley lies motionless, the referee waving off the fight. It's over, brutal, emphatic knockout. The slow-motion replays capture the moment in all its glory. Paul's fist connects with surgical precision, Woodley's head snapping back, his eyes glazing over as he falls. Another angle shows the sheer force of the punch, the way it ripples through Woodley's frame. The crowd's reaction is visceral. Some leap to their feet, others cover their mouths in shock. Paul's celebration is pure theater, climbing the turnbuckles, soaking in the cheers, and pointing to the sky. Woodley, to his credit, rises slowly, showing the heart of a champion even in defeat. The post-fight scene is chaotic, with Paul's team rushing the ring, confetti falling, and the announcer's voice booming, "Your winner by knockout, Jake Paul." As the dust settles, the post-fight interviews paint a vivid picture. Paul, brimming with confidence, grabs the mic and declares, "I told you I'd do it. Who's next?" The crowd roars, some loving his bravado, others still skeptical but unable to deny the result. Woodley, ever the professional, gives props where due, admitting Paul caught him clean, but vowing to return stronger. The mutual respect is clear, a nod to the warrior spirit that defined this fight. Analysts break down the knockout, praising Paul's growth as a boxer, his footwork, his patience, his power. But they also note Woodley's heart, his willingness to take on a younger, hungrier opponent in a sport that's not his home turf. The aftermath of this fight is more than just a highlight reel. It's a cultural moment. Jake Paul, the internet, kid who dared to step into the ring, has just knocked out a former UFC champion. Social media explodes with reactions, from fans hailing Paul's rise to haters calling it a fluke. Clips of the knockout rack up millions of views, memes flooding. X with Paul's fist frozen in midair. The debate rages. Is Jake Paul the real deal? Or is this just another chapter in his carefully crafted spectacle? For Woodley, it's a setback but not the end. His legacy as a combat sports icon remains intact. This fight, this knockout, is a story of ambition, risk, and raw power. Jake Paul took a gamble, stepping into the ring with a man who's faced the best in the world, and he delivered. Tyron Woodley, with nothing to prove, showed up anyway, proving his grit even in defeat. The highlights tell the tale. The jabs, the counters, the tension, and that earth-shattering right hand that ended it all. It's a fight that will be replayed, analyzed, and argued over for years. A defining moment in the wild, unpredictable world of crossover boxing. For fans, this is more than a fight. It's a call to engage. Rewatch the knockout. Share your thoughts. Take a side. Is Jake Paul the future of boxing or a flash in the pan? Should Woodley get a trilogy, or is it time for Paul to face a new challenge? The conversation is alive, buzzing across platforms, from X to YouTube to every sports bar in the country. This is boxing in the modern age raw, unfiltered, and impossible to ignore.